So, Ralph, first of all, can you give me an overview of what the Global Wind Organisation does?
GWO is a non-profit members organisation owned by its members, who at this point are 17 of the world's largest owner-operators and turbine manufacturers. It was created 7 or 8 years ago when those companies realised that they had a lot in common about what they did. They were training various elements of basic safety in more or less the same way, and they realised that it was necessary for the productivity and the safety of the overall workforce, we're talking about tens of thousands of people, to train them all in the same way. So they created training standards to do that. The first of those was the Basic Safety Training Standard, and that's now the industry standard for onshore and offshore workers in the industry. And that consists of modules, first aid, manual handling, working at height, and also sea survival for offshore wind workers. Since the creation of that standard, our members have worked with us to develop new training standards. So there's now a basic technical training standard, and also newer ones that were launched in the last couple of years: advanced rescue training, which teaches a safe evacuation from a turbine; enhanced first aid, which is as it sounds; and more recently, blade repair, which is a very, very technical craftsmanship-based training standard. Overall, our objective is to create a safe working environment in the wind industry, which is something that we obviously share with the G+, and we work closely with them. So, for example, the connection that we have with G+ is evident in our documentation. For example, the Basic Safety Training Standard refers directly to G+ guidance in it. So I believe it's one of the working at height guidance documents that they have is referred to in the Basic Safety Training Sea Survival lesson plan. So that's how our two sort of broad bodies of work are connected.
I see. And so in practice, how does that partnership work?
Well, today we collaborate a lot in person. We have a very close working relationship with the Secretariat at G+, and also we just share a lot of the same members. So there are representatives on the board of G+, who are current representatives for their companies with GWO, or have recently been involved in our committees, helping build training standards, or managing our governance systems. So we're an extension of the same family, so to speak.
Okay. And as part of that, I think you're also involved in the Industry Collaboration Committee. Can you tell me a bit about that?
So the Industry Collaboration Committee was formed 2 or 3 years ago, and it consists of various interested parties who represent companies who have workers who are involved in the offshore and onshore wind industry. Specifically, ourselves, G+, IMCA, Renewables UK, and we work together fundamentally to avoid any kinds of duplication. So fundamentally, if G+ is creating a particular work stream that will dovetail in with something that we're doing, then we make sure that we communicate clearly about what those things are doing. So we meet quarterly, we have a charter that we've created, and a plan to develop closer collaborations between our various organisations, and so that we can move forward with the same objective. And above all, to make sure that we're not creating work for each other and for the companies that we represent.
Thank you, Ralph.